Well, Nismo is a performance arm of Nissan. Nismo engineers technology, advanced technology, and design into everyday products. Today, Nismo is coming to our mainstream products and will be engineered into our great new cars. A great first example of this is the Juke, and the Juke Nismo is the first example in Europe of the Nismo brand. But Nismo is rooted in history. Nismo comes from heritage of Nissan with some very maverick engineers back in 1964 who took a very ordinary saloon car and engineered performance into that car and went racing. And that maverick spirit is what drives our business, and that's what Nismo is. And that's what we're bringing to the European market. Nismo is the ultimate expression of the Nissan brand. Innovation that excites. Well, with Nismo, Nissan aims to be the most accessible performance brand, giving a really exhilarating driving experience for everyday use. Nismo is not about just adding more horsepower for horsepower's sake. It's about making the car accessible. It's not about adding significant cost that is passed on to the consumer. So it's making the car affordable. Importantly, the car will be extremely agile. It will have additional power, but it will also, as a good example, the Juke Nismo will have the same emissions as a standard 1.6 turbo, but with that added benefit of more power and a much tauter driving experience. And we believe that makes it more accessible, and we really think that's a winning formula for Nissan compared to many of our competitors. Well, the reason we chose the Juke model for the first Nismo product was really for two reasons. The first reason is because it will become a very accessible product in terms of what the product is, in terms of the price and the opportunity. It's an opportunity for more customers, and therefore we can get the brand out to as many people as possible. But the second reason, I really believe we proved that the Juke is a fun car. It's a car with spirit. It's a car with character. It's a car that I think brings a smile to your face. And we proved it also with that outrageous Juke R. You may remember we fused the dynamic performance of the GTR with that great compact body shell of the Juke and created that monster, the Juke R. And we really believe bringing that all together, Juke was the perfect first Nismo product. The first version of the Juke Nismo is not really for real hardcore performance fans. The car will give a fantastic dynamic drive, it will have more power, and will give a great performance feeling. But it's really for those people who want dynamic performance with great design that's accessible in terms of pricing. But we're not going to stop there. Later on in the year, we'll bring a much more focused version with more power and more performance, probably really targeted at those core, hardcore performance drivers. And we think complementing those two together will give a great positioning for Juke Nismo and a fantastic opportunity for all drivers. The Juke has been an absolutely fantastic success story for Nissan. It's built on the back of the outstanding success of Qashqai. As you probably know, we sell over 250,000 Qashqais in Europe. Juke, we're selling 150,000 Jukes. Not many people would have said that that car would have been capable of delivering that when it was at design stage. But in reality, we're pulling people from all over the market. People are downsizing from C-segment cars, they're coming across from compact hatchbacks. But the one thing that's drawing them is the character of the car, the dynamics of the car, the personality of the car. And really, when you put that magic of the personality and design, which is the success of Juke, and you bring the added dynamics of Nismo in terms of power, in terms of agility, and also in terms of design, then I really think we've got a winning formula that will take us that one step further in terms of the appeal of Juke, of Nismo, and, importantly, the Nissan brand. Everyone in the organisation is really excited about the opportunity that Nismo provides. Importantly, it is a key part of our brand, and we're going to embed this first in the Juke Nismo, but then a range of products into the future. And I think it really will deliver a clear and compelling message that Nissan has performance credentials, but more importantly, is a brand that innovates and excites. Well, Nismo is not just about the dynamic performance of the product or even the design. It's also about trying to embed accessible technology that enhances the driving experience. Now, we have a prototype available, which is an app which provides technology that's accessible to the driver in the car, and it's really been taken from that iconic Nissan GTR. We take all of the monitors and readings and performance data that's provided to the driver in the GTR and put it to the driver in the Juke Nismo. And we think that's going to be really exciting, and it's really going to enhance the driving experience. And if you think about it, it'll give a great opportunity for people to compare their performances on and offline, and that will be, I think, a real point of difference for Nissan and for Nismo. And our objective is to provide a great dynamic experience, but also to enable people to engage with the technology in the car. And I think that will give us a clear competitive advantage. One of the best examples I can give that encapsulates the spirit of Nismo very recently was our support of the Delta Wing project. Everybody involved in that project was a maverick, from the design of the product, from all of the partners supported. Michelin with their tyres, Nissan supporting with the engine, with a car that completely broke the conventions. And I think if you understand Nismo, you'll understand why Delta Wing and that great experience that we all felt at Le Mans last year explains the passion that we have around Nismo and how that will be delivered through our products consistently in the coming months. It broke all the conventions. It was a car of half the weight, half the mass, half the drag, half the tyre wear, half the fuel usage compared to a conventional race car. But it was competitive, and we proved it was competitive. And that shows a spirit, maverick behaviour, looking at how we can bring performance that's accessible and for the current day, making sure that we're efficient in what we bring to market, and it is exciting for the consumer. And we shouldn't forget that there's already a big community of Nismo fans out there in Europe today. Those people are brought up in the PlayStation era, driving games like Gran Turismo, really taking virtual experience of the brand. And by bringing Nismo into our mainstream products, and the first of those being the Juke Nismo, we complete the story from virtual to reality. And that means a bigger experience. We have that equity, that value from the gaming virtual world into reality. And we think that's a great story for us to make in today's market. The Juke Nismo is just the start. We're going to put Nismo across many of our products, giving a wide portfolio for the Nismo brand.